we've got Felicity joining us today. She likes the trying to class out since she likes it. So we're kind of coming to the end of this month's project. So next month is October, so I think I'll start a new project next month. And next month's project, well, the projects I've got lined up for the next couple of months. There's autumn, and another one is sort of like fruit and vegetables, but kind of sections of fruit and vegetables. So that's more like still life again. And the other project I want to do in November will be lino printing for those that want to have a go at lino printing. So the lino I'll start in November, but the other two projects you can kind of alternate or fit in however, if you're interested in those, fit those in as you want, and I will try and cover a bit of those as we go. So yeah, certainly autumn, yeah, start that next week. So if you've got any references that you want to, that you'd like to use, I'll have a look through, see what I've got, or if you want to create a autumn theme still life or something like that, however you want to interpret it, if you fancy that as a theme. If you're still working on still life, the glass, so I brought all the glassware in again, so if you want to set up little still life, got a few bits and bobs here, still got the glassware, so if you want to carry on with that, that's great. So this one I actually started on Tuesday with so these were the watercolour ones. Hi Mary, these are the watercolour demos I've done over the last couple of weeks. I thought I'd have a go at the acrylic version. So it's glassware and also reflective objects. I'm thinking something like that is quite reflective. So that's really the theme, looking at this kind of shiny, reflective thing. Actually, this particular setup is quite a nice dark background, and it's kind of making the lighting a bit more interesting than it was when I started on Tuesday. Where I work on Tuesday, it's very flat light, whereas here I've got quite a nice strong light coming in from this window. So I'll sort of adapt to what I've got here. So just going to use some acrylics, which I've got here, and right, okay. So I'm thinking perhaps do a little bit of obviously I've got the bottle kind of popped in, and it needs to go a little bit darker in places. And one of the nice things about acrylics is I can keep adjusting them, keep over painting. Some darker, that's a bit too dark. Darker areas in here. And acrylics and oils, mediums, I really enjoy. I can draw with the brushes a lot more than I can with watercolour. Darken that down a little bit. Move that in a little bit. Darken, quite dark. And obviously just need to adjust some lights and highlights and shadows. Yeah, this bit here is quite a bit darker. Shadows in here. And one of the things I found trying to draw and paint reflective objects or transparent objects is the way you get very sort of quick sort of transitions from light to dark. So some of it is, yeah, so this would be like a blue here, but then you suddenly get a different kind of grey. Then a little bit lighter. It's a matter of just kind of trying to see shapes and trying to sort of see them as tonal shapes. Give me a little bit of shadow in there. Lighter. think that's starting to take on the appearance of glass. Dark there. The top is very dark, so I'll put that in. Darker lid, and then a little bit of light reflect on the top. And then it's the it's kind of popping a few highlights. So either white or just a very slight off-white. A little bit of light reflecting there. Gone to a slightly smaller brush. Tiny bit of lighter in there. Brighter highlights there. And then really yeah, I think this is the windows reflecting here, so I'm kind of getting window reflections, a little bit there. Slightly, not quite so bright, but there's some reflections there, so just slightly greyer. And brighter again. And then sort of down here I'm getting some of the hair reflected. So although I haven't painted that in yet, just gets a little bit warmer, slightly orangey colours reflected in there. Is that enough to begin on with? Yeah. So I think they're quite fun to paint actually, but it is there's dependent on lighting, getting it nicely set up, or interesting lighting. Anybody ask anything? That's all good to go. Right, okay. Yeah, so next week, as I say, the theme will be autumn for a few weeks. Yeah.